Hi there, and welcome to the Projex Academy Podcast. I'm Dave Litten, and today I'm talking about equality, diversity, and inclusion within project management. In this podcast, I shall take that topic and focus on those who are preparing for their PRINCE2 Foundation and Practitioner exams. In another podcast, I shall use the same topic but focusing on the APM-PMQ exam and on the PMP exam. The reason for that is I want to keep the focus and avoid overloading you, but also to keep the length of this podcast down to a reasonable 10 to 15 minutes. So there we go. Let's now start looking at quality, diversity, inclusion in project management as regards to PRINCE2. Now, it is of course part of the 2025 PRINCE2 Foundation and Practitioner exams and syllabus. And EDI, as it's called, isn't theory. It's about how you lead, how your team works, and how your project succeeds. So a quick intro here, what EDI means in projects. So EDI is now baked into the PRINCE2 syllabus, if you will. You'll be tested on it, and you'll be expected to apply it. So very simply, here are the definitions. Equality. This is to ensure that everyone gets fair treatment. No exceptions. Diversity. This is where teams include people with different backgrounds, skills and views. And inclusion ensures that everyone feels safe to speak and to contribute. Now, why does all this matter? Well, it's because projects rely on people. If your team feels excluded, performance drops. If your stakeholders don't feel heard, trust breaks. And if bias creeps in, your decisions suffer. An example here, the McKinsey report found that diverse teams are, get this, 25% more likely to outperform financially. That's not opinion, that's firm data. So let's now talk about leading inclusively. PRINCE2 defines roles clearly, but leadership isn't just about structure. It's about how you treat people. So here's what inclusive leadership looks like. 1. Listen to everyone. Don't let loud voices dominate. 2. Rotate who runs meetings. Give others a chance to lead. 3. Be flexible. Adjust schedules if someone has caring duties. And 4. Call out poor behaviour. Don't let exclusion slide. Here's a real example. A project manager noticed junior staff stayed quiet in meetings. So she gave each person 2 minutes to speak before open discussion. By doing this, idea sharing went up by 30% over 3 months. And another tip which you'll find useful, assign roles based on skill, not assumptions. Don't pick the most confident person. Instead, pick the most capable. Now, this isn't about being nice. It's about getting better results. Something else you need to be aware of, which is spotting and managing bias. Now, bias affects how you engage stakeholders. It affects who you listen to, who you trust, and who you ignore. And there are 2 types of bias. Conscious bias, where you know it's there, and I'll bet you've guessed this, unconscious bias, where you don't know it's there. Both of them, however, cause problems, and both are now part of the PRINCE2 exam. So here's 3 steps of how to manage bias. 1. Use stakeholder maps. Rank folks' interest and influence, not personality. 2. Ask for anonymous feedback. This will encourage people to speak more freely. And 3rd, challenge your own assumptions. So before meetings, ask yourself who you expect to speak, and then make space for others to do the same. An example here is where a stakeholder stayed silent during calls. The team assumed they agreed. However, a follow-up revealed serious concerns, and that feedback saved the project from a major delay. So bias isn't all obvious, but it's always risky and threatens to affect your project outcomes. So why is it that diverse teams perform better? Well, diversity improved results. That's not a slogan, it's backed by numbers and hard data. Here's what the research shows. 3 points. Diverse teams generate 19% more ideas. Diverse teams spot risks earlier. And diverse teams build solutions that work for more people. An example here, a global team included members from 5 countries. Their input helped tailor the product to local markets, and adoption of the product rose by 20%. Yet another example, a mixed skill team caught a user interface flaw that a uniform team missed, and catching that flaw and fixing it early saved 10% on rework costs. So diversity isn't just about demographics, it's about different ways of thinking. So how to apply EDI in your projects? Start with 3 steps. Step number 1, review your team. Is it too similar? If so, bring in someone with a different view. Step 2, check your stakeholder engagement. Ask yourself, are you hearing from everyone? Step 3, build inclusion into your meetings. Use surveys, rotate chairs, and track who speaks. You see, for the PRINCE2 exam, you can expect questions like, how would you reduce bias in stakeholder engagement? And what does inclusive leadership look like in a project board? So use real examples. Keep it practical. That's what the exam wants. And frankly, that's what your project needs. So the way ahead, well, that's it. EDI is now part of PRINCE2. It's part of how you lead. It's part of how your team works, and it's part of how your project succeeds. So, I'm Dave Litten. Thanks for listening. If you are preparing for the exam, apply these ideas now. If you're running a project, then make it count. So until we meet up next time, from me, Dave, it's bye for now.